Imagine stepping into your backyard and being greeted by a kaleidoscope of butterflies. These vibrant, fluttering creatures not only add a splash of color and wonder to your garden, but they play a crucial role in our ecosystem through pollination. Today, we're embarking on a journey to transform your outdoor space into a butterfly haven. By the end of this guide, you'll have all the knowledge you need to create a sanctuary that supports and attracts these beautiful insects. Creating a butterfly garden is easier than you think. Let's dive into how you can attract these enchanting insects to your yard. Start by choosing the right plants. In the quest to create a butterfly oasis, the selection of appropriate flora is crucial. Butterflies are particularly fond of nectar-rich plants such as milkweed, coneflowers, and lantana. These aren't just randomly chosen flowers, they play a significant role in the life cycle of butterflies, providing not only sustenance but also a place for laying their eggs. Milkweed, for instance, is the only plant on which monarch butterflies will lay their eggs. The caterpillars then feed on the leaves, gaining the necessary nutrients to eventually transform into the majestic butterflies we adore. Coneflowers attract a wide range of butterfly species, with their broad, flat petals that make for an excellent landing platform and their rich nectar reserves. Lantana's clusters of small, vibrant flowers are irresistible to butterflies and provide a hearty meal for these delicate creatures. When planting these butterfly magnets, consider their placement. Grouping similar plants together amplifies the visual impact and creates a larger, more appealing target for butterflies. This doesn't just make it easier for butterflies to spot their next meal from high above, it also ensures that your garden is a riot of colors, textures, and scents. The dense grouping of flowers not only adds depth and interest to your garden design, but also simulates the natural environments where butterflies are used to feeding and breeding. Moreover, ensure that these plant groups are exposed to ample sunlight as butterflies bask in sunny spots during the cooler hours. The warmth not only helps them regulate their body temperature, but also aids in the digestion of nectar. Incorporating a variety of plants that bloom at different times of the year can ensure a continuous supply of nectar. This thoughtful planning means that from early spring to late fall, your garden remains a haven for these flying jewels. Grouping these plants together not only creates a vibrant display, but also forms an irresistible target for butterflies. Butterflies need more than just nectar. While these fluttering beauties primarily seek out flowers for their sugary meals, there are times, especially during dry spells, when nectar is not enough. That's where a well-prepared butterfly feeder comes into play. Setting up a feeder is quite simple and highly effective. Begin with a mixture of 1 part sugar to 4 parts water. Boil the mixture to ensure the sugar is fully dissolved. This also helps to sterilize the solution. Allow it to cool before filling the feeder. Positioning the feeder is crucial. It should be placed amongst the flowers, where butterflies frequently visit but slightly elevated to keep it out of reach from ants and other insects. This supplemental sugar water will provide the energy butterflies need when natural nectar sources are scarce. But what about water? Yes, butterflies do need to hydrate too. However, their delicate bodies require a very gentle approach to watering. A simple yet effective method is to use shallow dishes or saucers. Fill these with clean water and scatter small pebbles or stones inside. The stones should stick out of the water slightly. Why pebbles, you might ask? Well, they provide landing spots for the butterflies. This allows them to drink without the risk of drowning, which is crucial as butterflies cannot swim. Location is key for these water stations. Place them in shaded areas near the plants they frequent. This proximity encourages butterflies to stay longer in your garden, hydrating and feeding without the need to venture far. The shade also helps in slowing the evaporation of the water, ensuring that it remains available throughout the day. Regular maintenance of both the feeder and the water dishes is essential. Clean and refill them every few days to prevent the growth of bacteria and mold, which can be harmful to butterflies. With these food and water sources in place, your garden will be a haven for butterflies throughout the season. Providing shelter is crucial for a successful butterfly garden. In the intricate dance of nature, every flutter and swoop in your garden plays a part in a larger ballet. As much as butterflies adore basking in the sun, they also need secure places to rest, hide, and escape from predators. This is where the strategic planting of dense shrubs and trees comes into play. These aren't just plants. They are vital sanctuaries offering butterflies protection during inclement weather and a retreat from the prying eyes of predators. But what kinds of shrubs and trees best serve our winged friends? Consider species like lilacs, azaleas, and rhododendrons. Not only are these plants robust and lush, providing excellent cover and protection, but they also burst with beautiful blooms that attract butterflies with their nectar. The placement of these plants is just as crucial. Planting them around the edges of your garden or near other butterfly attractions like nectar-rich flowers creates a layered habitat that is both functional and visually appealing. Beyond the natural shelter of trees and shrubs, there's another charming feature you can add to your garden: butterfly houses. These quaint structures are more than just decorative. Butterfly houses offer butterflies a spot to hide during bad weather and a safe space to roost at night. They typically feature narrow slits, which are perfect for keeping predators at bay. Placing these houses among flowering plants enhances their effectiveness, as they provide immediate refuge for butterflies feeding below. When setting up a butterfly house, ensure it's positioned about 4 to 6 feet off the ground and in a somewhat shaded area to mimic the natural hiding spots butterflies seek. This elevation keeps them safe and gives them a vantage point to survey their surroundings. Incorporating these elements of shelter will not only protect butterflies but also enrich the aesthetics of your garden. By creating layers of shelter with both natural and man-made structures, you're crafting a haven that invites these delicate creatures to thrive and enchant your outdoor space day after day. A flourishing garden requires maintenance. In the vibrant world of a butterfly garden, the beauty you see is supported by the care you give. Let's dive into how you can maintain your garden to ensure it remains a sanctuary for these enchanting creatures. Firstly, regular watering is crucial. Butterflies, like all other creatures, thrive in environments where water is readily available. However, it's not just about quenching the thirst of the plants. The presence of moisture attracts butterflies and helps maintain the nectar in flowers, which is their primary food source. Water your garden early in the morning or late in the afternoon to reduce evaporation and ensure that the plants have ample moisture throughout the day. Moving on, the removal of dead foliage cannot be overlooked. Decaying leaves and withered flowers can harbor pests and diseases, which can be detrimental not only to the plants but also to the butterflies. By regularly cleaning up your garden, you're not just keeping it tidy, you're also preventing potential threats from taking hold. Plus, a clean garden allows new plants to flourish, providing more food and shelter for your butterfly visitors. Perhaps most critically, avoid using pesticides. These chemicals might keep pests at bay, but they are incredibly harmful to butterflies. Even pesticides labeled as safe for pets and children can still be toxic to these delicate insects. Instead, opt for natural pest control methods. Introducing beneficial insects like ladybugs or using neem oil can protect your plants without harming the butterflies. Consistent care is key. A garden is a living ecosystem that requires attention and adjustment. Monitor your plant's health, watch for signs of distress, and be proactive in your gardening practices. Remember, a healthy garden is a thriving habitat. Keeping your garden well maintained ensures a continuous bloom of flowers and a safe environment for the butterflies. By dedicating time and effort to these maintenance practices, you're not just cultivating plants, you're nurturing a vibrant ecosystem right in your backyard. Here's to the flourishing gardens and the magic they hold. Creating a butterfly garden brings beauty and life to your yard. As we've explored today, the journey to crafting a butterfly sanctuary starts with selecting the right plants. Flowers like milkweed, coneflowers, and lantana don't just add splashes of color to your garden, they are lifelines for butterflies, providing the essential nectar these delicate creatures need to thrive. But it doesn't stop at planting. Ensuring your fluttering visitors have everything they need involves more than just flowers. By setting up a butterfly feeder filled with sugar water and placing shallow dishes with pebbles and water, you cater to their dietary needs during all seasons, ensuring they always have a reason to return. Shelter is another cornerstone of a successful butterfly garden. Dense shrubs and butterfly houses not only offer refuge from predators but also provide safe spots for these insects to rest and escape inclement weather. These elements make your garden a reliable sanctuary for butterflies year-round. Maintaining your garden is crucial. Regular care, such as watering plants and removing dead foliage, keeps your garden healthy and inviting. Remember, avoiding pesticides is key. These chemicals can harm the very creatures you're trying to attract and protect. The environmental benefits of establishing a butterfly garden are immense, contributing to biodiversity and helping pollinator populations. But perhaps more immediately, the personal joy derived from watching these beautiful creatures as they flit from flower to flower in a garden you've created is immeasurable. So what are you waiting for? Start planting today and watch as your garden transforms into a vibrant butterfly paradise.